in the World Index report. So the India's global index rank was declined for several issues, such as the killings of journalists, restrictions imposed on news media, censorship in Kashmir and Jammu. The Press Council of India, which is a state-owned body, argued that government authorities, including state police's censorship on mass media, is unfavorable, citing as intimidation of journalists and the curtailment of press freedom in the country. And India's news outlets and their associated journalists were allegedly charged with sedition and criminal prosecution charges by the authorities.
India is the world's largest democracy, but under the current Modi government, we have seen more policing of the press and even on social media. And what do you think that is?
The reason why the Indian government censors the country's press freedom, including social media, is to prevent social protests against the government from occurring, especially when the government implements controversial policies. And national security is another reason the Indian government has used to restrict country's press freedom. When the Indian government implements politically sensitive policies that are expected to incur public criticisms and protests, the government of India would then use reasons of maintaining law and order and social stability to curtail freedom of press and information.
Why doesn't the international community do more to call out India's repression of freedoms? There's so much focus on China, but India seems to be getting away with the same tactics used to shut down dissent.
I think the main reason why India, unlike China, has not received international criticisms on the country's deteriorating freedoms is mainly because it is still a democracy, although it has been a democracy that performing rather poorly in some aspects. And another possible reason, I think, why China has attracted more criticisms on its repression of individual liberties and freedoms has something to do with the fact that China has been a rising power very much owing to its increasing economic power. And the competition between different political systems or different political institutions in China and other democratic nations in the West